I hope you've been working on you. I stay working on me. I hope you've been working on you. Work. I've been putting in that work. I'm a diamond in the dirt. Should've took my ass to church. I've been putting in overtime. Yeah, I'm talking third shit. Sometimes I can try to sound my mind, but I'm the worst. But unlike my potential, now I'm walking in my purpose. It's more to me than what you see up on the surface. I got the devil in my window and he lurking on me. I got Lucy at the door and she lurking on me. But I got angels with me now, they working on me. I got angels with me now, they working on me. Going through these stages and changes, I'm working on me. Letting go my pain and my rage, yeah, I'm working on me. I can't give me away, yeah, I'm working on me. I can't give me away, yeah, I'm working on me. I've been working on me. I hope you've been working on you. I've been working on me. I hope you've been working on you. Work. I'm still putting in that work. Gotta get what I deserve. Had to find what I was worth. Yeah, all these verses, my life and all these verses. Using all my gifts and I am blocking all the curses. I know I told my mama I would stop with all the cursing, but they say they the best, and they ain't fucking heard shit. I got the devil in my window and he lurking on me. I got Lucy at the door and she lurking on me. But I got angels with me now and they working on me. I got angels with me now and they working on me. Going through these stages and changes, I'm working on me. Letting go my pain and my rage, yeah, I'm working on me. I can't give me away, yeah, I'm working on me. I can't give me away, yeah, I'm working on me. I've been working on me. I hope you've been working on you. I've been working on me. I hope you've been working on you. I got the devil in my window and he lurking on me. I got Lucy at the door and she lurking on me. But I got angels with me now and they working on me. I got angels with me now and they working on me. I got the devil in my window and he lurking on me. I got Lucy at the door and she lurking on me. But I got angels with me now and they working on me. I got angels with me now and they working on me. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Come on, day 6. Come on in. Come on. Day 6. Now I'm excited here. Come on in. Let's get to it. Who is this? Muhammad. Hi, my love. Oh, how are you doing? Welcome. How are you? Let me know how you're doing. How you vibing? Let me know. I have not seen you. How are you doing? So listen. Oh, I'm so excited. Today is day 6 of our 21 days to self-love and soul alignment challenge. If today is your first day, welcome. Come in. Grab a seat, get comfortable. Look, get your pen and papers because I'm going to pour into you. And if you're back, welcome. I'm so proud of you. Look at us, day 6. Yes. So listen, I'm going to jump right into the lesson, okay? So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them down below. I absolutely will answer. Now, you know, once I get to going and spirit gets to moving, I get a little sidetracked, but I will absolutely come back and read your questions and comments here. So like I said, it's day 6, okay? So if you missed yesterday we talked about getting into alignment with spirit, right? You must learn to
be able to discern, decipher, perceive when spirit is communicating with you, my love, so you can start to get into alignment with your higher self, love. So if you missed yesterday, go back and watch it, okay? Now, today we are going to be talking about inner child connection, okay? Connecting with the little you, okay? The little version of you, your adolescent self. Now, the thing about your inner child is you have to understand, sometimes that inner child is lying dormant, right? It does not want to come up to surface. It's stuck in trauma mode, in survival mode, right? In fear. Whatever the emotion is due to the past experiences that you have had, okay? So you are absolutely going to now have to begin to cultivate this relationship with your inner child, okay? Now, you've heard me say before, this is why they say age is nothing but the number, because you have adult people walking around in their adult bodies, but they're still operating out of their adolescence, okay? Now, this is kind of an opposite effects where the adolescence is not lying dormant. The adolescence is alive and present, and it's stuck. They're stuck in that mindset of that child state. And so until your inner child gets the healing that it needs to, my love, you will not be able to go on. You will not be able to grow up, okay? So like I said, you want to start beginning to engage in playful creative activities, okay, such as journaling. I've already told you, and I'm going to tell you every day for the next 14 days that we are on here. You should be journaling anyway. Journaling is such a vital tool to your self-love and self-growth process, okay? Art, dancing, spending time in nature. You want to make sure that you're in a happy, joyful, free state, okay? Now, one thing about me, and a lot of people point this out to me, because like when we're out somewhere, especially like out in nature, or like around animals, or really it doesn't matter where I'm at, you absolutely are going to catch me frolicking. I'm walking around skipping, and this is exactly what you will see when you see me out somewhere, because well, this is me, right, interacting with that inner child, right? Because well, I have gone in and done the healing, and so that inner child will always be a part of you, right? And so you have to get used to, okay, flowing with your inner child, okay? You're so pretty. Oh, my love. Thank you. But I bet you're absolutely gorgeous. So look at us. Look at us, because I know you're absolutely beautiful, honey. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you here before. Where are you from? Let me know. Let me know, okay? I will say it every time. I don't believe in coincidences. So if you find yourself here, you're absolutely here on purpose. So welcome. Look, welcome home. Yes, you, girl. I'm talking to you. Arlene and friends, too. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. So, now, the thing about going in and nurturing the inner child is making sure that there's no unresolved or lingering issues from past experiences or wounds that may be postponing your growth, okay? So once you begin to go in, right, because we've been on here for 5 days, so you already should already be in the self-discovery, self-exploration, self-introspection phase, okay? So when you go into yourself and you start to identify these places and spaces where you have had these experiences, this is going to be your opportunity to ask the questions: when, where, why, what, how. Just like I told you the other day, you are now reprogramming your system. You must question the system, okay? You absolutely get to do this. It's yours. It belongs to you. Okay? So now when you get in this space here, right? Because you're also in your cocoon, right? You're also in your cocoon. You understand that your cocoon is where you go in and get to be vulnerable, open, and honest and transparent with yourself, and you don't have to worry about what it looks like to the outside and to anyone else, right? So when you get in this space here, like I said, ask those questions and sit back and wait and allow spirit to begin to give you insight. Spirit is going to give you insight, foresight, hindsight, revelations. Do you understand me? Spirit is going to take you not only back to the places where it happened, but you will absolutely gain clarity, okay? You have to understand, a lot of times what happens is when you don't have the clarity about certain situations and things that have happened to you in your life, you assume responsibility for those things when you absolutely had no fault in it at all. And so you assuming responsibility for these things keeps yourself in a certain vibrational state. Like I told you yesterday, you have to understand, everybody you come into contact with, they're not going to be healed and transformed. Hurt people. So a lot of the times, these experiences that you've had, especially as a child, you had no fault in that. It was absolutely not your fault, my love. So take your time in this space and allow that healing to take place as it needs to happen so you can begin to move on, okay? Us, who, me, thank you. Who's being rude on here? Because we don't do rude over here. Who's being rude? Let me see, because these messages are being held. Well, so what you want to do about that is, whenever something is happening to you, whenever somebody is doing something to you, the only reason that it continues to happen is because you are giving your attention to it. And not only are you giving your attention to it, you are allowing that other person to see that they are affected by what they are saying or doing to you. You need to now, this is where you have to understand, right? People go high and people go low. This person is obviously low, so you let them stay down there and you don't interact with them. You act like you don't see them. If they say something, you hit them with kindness. Say something beautiful back. Oh God, that'll shatter their whole force field. But you absolutely do not entertain it. Something can only live because you give it life. So as soon as you take your attention away from it, it will absolutely die down. And you make sure that you don't stoop to their level, my love, okay? You keep on doing the beautiful things that you're doing, but don't say anything to them from now on. Don't acknowledge them. Don't look at them. You now live in a whole other world than they live in. Okay, that's how you also rise up in vibration. When you rise up in vibration, certain people, places, and things no longer can attract your attention, baby. So cut your attention off to them and let them dissolve away slowly, because they absolutely will. You just need to be strong enough to stay the course until they leave you alone, okay? I hope that helps you, but absolutely do not entertain it. Ooh, Jetto, where are you from? I don't know this language. I'm so sorry. Where are you from, my love? I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome, though. I'm so glad you're here. Come on in. Take a seat. Get comfortable. Okay, now where were we? Where were we? Yeah, okay, so like I was saying, you should already, like I said, be doing introspection and all these beautiful things. So like I said, when you get into this space here, question and allow spirit to give you the revelations and things that you need. Once you get clarity of it, this is where you start to understand what happened, why it happened. Once you start to understand it, this allows you to now what? Accept yourself and all that it entails fully, right? And that's what healing is. And once you do that, then listen, the next step is absolutely self-love, okay? What, my love? What, you, my love? I'm trying to see what you're talking about, where you're from or what. I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome, baby. So now, the way for you to get into this space, let me put a little side note here. The way for you to get into this space, to get into yourself so this healing can begin, right? You have to go inside yourself. So you're going to want to start practicing the meditating and the creating your environment, right? And the communicating with spirit, everything we talked about yesterday. That's why I gave you that lesson yesterday. So now you can move on in full force because you have everything that you need to tap in, okay? Hey, Jared 5432. Hey, baby. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, now next. The next thing I want to tell you is, and look, it's in my journal here. I keep telling y'all, go get y'all a journal. Look. Now, I probably didn't do it in this journal. I've done several of my journals. This is probably like my fourth one. But see right here, this page here is to write a letter to yourself, okay? What you doing, man? You just been writing in your journal? I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You know, let me tell you here, you made my day today, sir. Let me just tell you what you did for me today, okay? So this is the thing about me, right? I know my life, right? I know my life and what it entails and where I'm going, what I need to do and all these beautiful things, right? But you know this already because I got my Bible, right? I got my Bible. Just like this is why I want you to journal. This is why I want you to write because it's a Bible in you. You have your own Bible, your living word, your direction, your map, your guidance, your own system, your own navigation system, your own GPS. It's in you right now. But you have to go into yourself and not only access it, but you have to transcribe it. You have to write it down. This is the course. This is all the direction I will need for the rest of my life. Okay, right here in this book. But not only that, look, I mean, I cannot lie to you, loves. Look at this. Look, hold on, look at this. Okay, and I got more. Because I can't hold them all. Look at this. You see these? You see this? This is my life. You hear me? Everything I need. When I need something, when I keep telling you to go into yourself, when I need something, I go right on in here and one of my downloads here because I know I got everything I need in me and it's somewhere up in here because I didn't wrote it down. Okay? I'm not kidding. I don't play around, man. I'm not kidding. Look, it's two more right here in front of me. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I cannot make this up. You have to write, loves. You have to write. Not only is writing for you, you also have to understand, you writing means when spirit tells you something, when God tells you something, When the universe tells you something, when your ancestors give you a download, my God, when the sun gives you a symbol, because I tell you, you're going to get symbols too. Everything you get is not going to be words. It's not going to be clear. Spirit ain't going to never give you a clear vision, baby. You got to go in and put it together. You got to go in and put the pieces together. Okay? So, like I was saying, though, let me go back because I got excited. You made my freaking day today. Let me just tell you this, sir, okay? Yes. Like I said yesterday, you know, the Bible, this is the thing about the Bible, right? You know, I believe in God. The Bible, though, is, yes, it's living word, but it is also allegories. The Bible is nothing but one allegory after another. If you don't know what an allegory is a riddle. And the only reason, this is why a lot of people don't understand the Bible when they read it, because you've not reached that level of consciousness. God is a level of consciousness, my loves. And until you reach that level of consciousness, well, of course, you can't crack the code. This is why you can't crack the code in your life and get your life together, because you've not yet reached the level of consciousness to attain the jewels and gems and gifts and talents that lie dormant in you right now, because you're so busy looking outside of yourself when everything you need is already in you. Sorry, that was a little rant. I told y'all I was hot today. I'm on fire today. But listen, let me go back to how you made my day. So like I said, I know what my life is. I know where it's going, everything, because I am aware, I am conscious, I am intentional, I am mindful. I am consciously co-creating my life. I am in alignment, right? I'm living in my purpose. I walk, breathe, live in my purpose every day on purpose. So I got up this morning to go and see my grandkids and my daughter. And so, you know, like I told you, I'm having a hard time with everything, right? You know, like I'm just not interested in anything and all these things or whatever. Like my sole purpose right now is to get you to your light. I can't think about nothing else from the time I wake up in the morning to the time I go to sleep. This is all I want. So, you know, I also understand I'm in that gestation phase, right? That cocoon phase, right before I come out here with these wings, right? Because I already got some wings, but you know what's levels to this shit. And so I'm going to a new level here, right? And so I don't do a lot of outside. I don't need outside validation and things like this here. Spirit will give me confirmation beautifully in the most beautiful ways that anyone ever could. And so today, you know, I'm going to go see my grandkids and my daughter, like I said, and I was trying to listen to the radio, and then I ended up putting on like a lesson, like, you know, like a spiritual lesson, you know, like I try to listen to something, a video every day of you know, just, well, my environment. That's a part of keeping yourself covered, right? And so anyways, I'm scrolling, looking for a video. And so I come up on a comment on one of my videos from you. And it said something to the notion of, all right, coach, or something. But let me tell you what. In that moment, literally, I had an outer body experience. Do you hear me? I'm already having a hard time staying tethered to where I'm at here. And well, I read that comment and it just sent me up so high, God. Do you hear me? And I'm driving on the highway, and that's the thing about me, baby. Listen, I tell you, I'm not kidding. People can tell you, I will be here present with you here, and I'm telling you now, Spirit will just, I'm gone here. And so I have to be mindful of this, especially when I'm driving. This is why I get lost and stuff the way that I do, because I just, and so listen, in that moment, like I said, I mean, I went up so quick I could not even bring myself back, God, and I got nervous because I'm driving, Jesus, and I had to pull myself back here though. But that was the most beautiful, oh my God, confirmation. Do you hear me? This is a thing that I understand. No, I'm not saying I'm God. No, I'm not saying I'm Jesus. But I know the sacrifice, right? We'll sacrifice it all just to get to the one. And so I don't care as long as I know, like, I'm reaching someone somewhere. So let me tell you what. I love you. I love you. I love you. And it wasn't that I felt bad. Again, it's I don't do feeling bad. Feeling bad is a choice, right? I don't do that. But listen, so I absolutely love you. I love you. Like you have a special place in my heart. You are like one of the first ones here with me in this journey, and so you will always be near and dear to me. So please just know that. Please just know that. Know that I cover you every day. I pray for you every day. I send positivity out for you every day. Like I love you. I really do. And I looked for the email last night and I didn't see it. Muhammad, I love you too. I love everybody. First of all, let me say that. But I had to give you your flowers. And normally I have flowers here. I don't have none. Look. I got this so I can give you. Robert, I can give you this. This is all I have right now. Now, I bought this cactus before I even built this office because I know this office was coming. Now, unfortunately, it has died. I have killed it. But look at that. I mean, it done busted in half and everything. It done busted in half and everything. But the flower's still living, you see? So, I love you. That's just me giving you your flowers. So I'll go and check, I'll check the email when I'm done with this right here. Let me wrap this up right quick. Okay, so now, like I was saying though, write a love letter. Write a letter to your younger self. Now, just like I tell you, I don't get on here and tell you nothing that I have not personally been through or do not know to be absolutely true. And so I've done this. I did this. This was one of the first things that Spirit had me to do when I started this journey, right? You also have to understand, I didn't have no guidance. Like, I've done this solely by myself with Spirit. That's the other thing. When God tells you you are something, you absolutely are that. You don't need no intercessor, no. Believe it so you can receive it. So, write a letter to your to your younger self, okay? And like I said, I did it, and for me, it was so empowering because first of all, I don't have a lot of memories of my childhood. You know, both of my parents were addicted to drugs, my childhood, and so my parents were in the streets. I started raising myself at 11. I emancipated when I was 15. And so I don't have any pictures of my childhood. Not only do I not have any pictures of my childhood, I noticed that I don't have a lot of memories from my childhood, right? Hi, Josh. Hey, I think I saw a message from you today. When's your birthday? Ooh, November the 3rd. Okay. I'm going to be on a cruise, but I'm going to get on, and I bet y'all be on November the 3rd. Hey, baby, I saw your message too earlier. Look at my... I saw your message too earlier on one of my shorts. Thank you so much. I love you so much. I appreciate you all. And so, like I was saying, I don't have a lot of childhood memories. Not only do I not have a lot of childhood memories, I don't even have photos like of my childhood. Like, I've never seen a picture of my mom, like when she was like pregnant with me, or damn, that just hit me. Wow. Huh. I just thought about, I've never seen a picture like of my mom when she was pregnant with me. any pictures of my childhood, my adolescence, from my teenage years, there is nothing. It's like there are no records at all. Like they're non-existent, right? Like they're not there. And so like I also can remember like when I was in prison, right? I had a few, and when I say a few, it was very minimal. Do you hear me? That I could, and they were still kind of, scrambly, sketchy. I couldn't decipher or discern if they had happened, if they didn't, if I had made them up, because that's one thing the body will do. If you cannot, like, if you don't have these things, your body will make something up. It's a self-soothing thing, but it doesn't matter, right? But like in prison, I can remember, right, like I would try to like recall on certain like memories and try to access certain things, and I could not. Like I had no access. Now it wasn't until I got out of prison, right, that spirit showed me I had limited access on purpose, because me having access to certain memories would have put me in a place that I wouldn't have been able to dwell in while I was in the position that I was in, right? So I absolutely have appreciation for that. But then like also when it comes to like my kids, I don't have any pictures of me pregnant with any of my children. I don't have any baby pictures of my children. I don't have nothing. The things that I did have, well, when I was in prison, I've told y'all about this. My great-grandmother was in that house by herself, lights cut off, living in, oh God, let's not even get into it, right? But everything that I had was in that house, and that house got tore down when I was in prison. So when it comes to my past, it is a fucking blur. Like it is a blur. And I also noticed that my daughter, my oldest daughter, she's obsessed with pictures. She takes 1 million pictures a freaking day. I mean, and I woke up this morning actually with this revelation here. That's why she does that though, because she has nothing to pull from. I don't have, like I'm saying, any, so I get it. So I said all that to say this. I'm sorry. You writing that letter to the younger version of yourself? Oh, you did. Oh, I know you did. I love you. Thank you. Definitely say I liked everyone. And I like every look. And if I could, I would like all yours. But writing that letter to my younger self, that allowed me to go in and be able to, first of all, make contact, right? But then to explain to that part of me that nothing that you endured, first of all, was your fault. Neither was any of your pain in vain, right? Because we finna turn that shit into our superpowers, right? I had to build that relationship. Literally, this is a real thing with my younger self, right? Explaining, I'm covering you now. You can trust me, right? So anything that you've endured, you can let go and move on. And I'm going to not only take you up out of here, but we will never live those feelings again. You will never be exposed to those things again. You will never experience any of those situations again. And so this then in turn empowered me, right? This was me integrating that past, that present, and that future. Because remember, we're multidimensional, right? So we go from one dimension to another. We can access a higher point, lower point of ourselves whenever we need to. This is why your life looks like what it looks like, because you've not mastered to be able to stay in that one vibration. You keep flipping all around dimensions here. Okay? So writing that letter to yourself is also a great testament to the statement that no one can save you but you. You are, let me say this. Listen to me when I say this. You are your hero. You are your biggest fan, always have been, and always will be. Okay? And that's because the adolescent version of you, at one point in your time, my love, you were innocent. You were pure, intertwining with divinity. You hear me? The higher powers that be, those empowering energies of the cosmos, your ancestors, and all these beautiful things. This is why it's so easy when you're a child to imagine and daydream. Do you hear me? That was you creating the structure for your future. Your foundation, you see what I'm saying? A part of it has already been laid. Unfortunately, what happens is at some point in our life, that innocence, that purity gets disrupted, and well, you have forgotten your whole purpose here. You have forgotten about the soul contract you signed, your purpose, what you came down here to do, and everything else. Okay? So, the younger you, listen to me, that younger you, that is the originator of your dreams and your visions. Do you hear me? Once you sit back, because I'm going to tell you this, self-esteem is who you are. It absolutely, you are what you believe, feel, and think about yourself, period. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, I'm your biggest fan. No, I don't want you to be my biggest fan. I got that part covered. You know me. I love the hell out of me. I don't need you to be my biggest fan. I need you to be your biggest fan because I'm your biggest fan, okay? I don't need no help over here. Child, I need to try to come down a few notches if anything. If anything, okay? So, what was I saying here? I forgot what I was saying. Give me a minute. It'll come back. Okay. Yes. I'm your biggest fan. This is why I'm going to be checking for you. Just like I just told Robert. I'm going to cover you every day. Do you hear me? I'm sending out a vibration for you every day. When you feel like there's no space, there's no one, this when you think about me. Because I'm not going nowhere. You come right here. Okay? This is what we're doing here. Well, I have forgot here. Do y'all have any questions or anything before we wrap this up? What was I about to tell y'all? Well, it'll come back to me in a minute. Now, listen. Let's talk about your activity for today. Your assignment for tonight. Have you been doing these assignments? Because you know what? Today's what? Day 6 tomorrow? We're going to do we're going to do a thing here, a test. I'm going to do a quiz tomorrow, and I want some answers. I'm going to be excited to hear what you've coming up with for this week. So tonight, I want you to do something your younger self loves. And you're not going to have a problem with this because you've just told me you wrote a song here today, and I want to hear it. So I want you to do something that your younger self loved to do. Do something that you loved to do when you were in your adolescence here, okay? And make sure that you are enjoying this. I'm not going to say that because there are going to be hard moments, but if you can take on the perspective, right, the elevated perspective, then the moments are not so hard because you understand you're getting into your flow. Oh, look at this. I love this. Yes, get to know each other. Get to know each other because we finna be up in here. Y'all know what I think? Do y'all know how to meditate? Please tell me if you know how to meditate right now. Let's see. I know. We do want to say rest in peace to D'Angelo. I literally just saw that before I got on. And I had to go back and look it up because you know how I feel about social media. I don't believe everything they say. And I went and looked it up. He had cancer. Oh, so yes, we want to send out some love, light, and healing hugs, prayers to his family. You know, cancer is deep in my family. Cancer is so deep in my family. My sister, my baby sister here that I just lost, she had stage 4 breast cancer when she finally told us and died 5 months later. And well, my mom right now, my mom is in stage 4 liver cancer, God. And so, you know, yeah, you know, cancer is also one of those diseases, though, that derives from old pent up emotions in the body. This is what I was just talking about on the video a few days ago. You have to release. I'm telling you what, when my sister, I will never forget the day, God, I got the shit, God. I will never forget the day my sister called me and told me she had cancer here. And it made complete sense to me. My sister, she was the baby, but she harbored everything. She was not a release person. My sister had things up in her built up that had happened probably the day she was born. So I absolutely understood why she had cancer. And it's so horrible because, you know, she had never done a drug in her life, you know, no drinking, no smoking. She was vegan. She had she has 3 beautiful children. You know, I remember when it happened, I told God, take me, God. I would have traded my life for hers in a second, no questions asked. If anybody deserved to live, it was absolutely her, not me. I shouldn't even be here. I done killed myself 10 times over here. Intentionally, self-inflicted things here. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the thing about life. You have to understand, loves. You are here for a reason. This is also something that sticks out to me so prevalently, and I don't even know if that's the right word, but Spirit told me to say it. My dad died in 2020. Okay, my sister backdoored and died 2 years after him. And my dad died from getting high. He was still getting high in his 60 damn years old in his life. He never broke that cycle. Okay, this is what I also understand about the chain breaker. My dad never broke the cycle, and my sister was never in the cycle. So I'm the only one left. Literally, the last name that I have, it dies with me. So that means if I don't do something, it's not going to be done. I absolutely understand that I am the generational chain breaker of bondage and chain cycles and curses and whatnot off of my family and my bloodline. And you guess what? He picked the right one, because I bet your bottom dollar I'm going to get it done. I am. Okay? Me, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. But God knew that. So I don't take my life lightly, so I damn sure ain't gonna play with yours. I don't get on here to waste your time. I don't want you to get on here and have no time wasted. And if you get on here and you feel like I'm not pouring into you, please let me know. You hear me? We here on purpose. And like I said, we're not going nowhere. We are just getting started. So I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Robert, I'm going to go on and look for your email. Josh, I'm glad you made it today. I'm telling you what, I'm going to cover your Nana tonight as well. I will absolutely say a prayer for your Nana. So, yeah, you know, like I said, this is a community. We are a tribe. We got to stick together, especially once you leave here. You know, it's hard to go out there and ain't nobody else thinking like you and changing with you. And, oh, well, here we are. Here we are. I love y'all. Wait, answer my question. Do y'all know how to meditate? Look, I got sidetracked. Are y'all meditating? Do y'all know how to meditate? Let me know. If not, we're going to meditate tomorrow before we get off. We're going to do like a 10 or 5 minute, because I need y'all to be meditating. I need you to start meditating today, like tonight, today. You should have started yesterday because that was the activity for when we got off live yesterday for you to try to start meditating, okay? You got to start meditating so you can get up in here. I want you to get your jewels. I'm going to tell you now, you are the greatest treasure you will ever find. I love you. Enjoy your nights. But what do I want you to make sure you absolutely do for the rest of the night? Bye-bye. Listen, tomorrow, same time, same place. Y'all better be here.